بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Salamat Tenari here in Kuala Lumpur and good morning in Jeddah. Welcome to all of you and thank you very much for attending our event today on Zoom and YouTube platforms. Now, the best way to start our event is to listen to some verses from the Holy Quran recited by Tuan Haji Muhammad Khalid, the Imam of Masjid al-Hidayah in Kuala Lumpur.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ألم نشرح لك صدرك ووضعنا عنك وزرك الذي أنقض ظهرك ورفعنا لك ذكرك فإن فإذا فرغت فانصب وإلى ربك فارغب.
الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على خاتم الأنبياء والمرسلين سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Your Excellency Tengku Datuk Seri Utama Zafrul bin Tengku Abdul Aziz, the Minister of Finance and the ISDB Governor for Malaysia. Your Excellency Dr. Bandar Hajjar, President of the Islamic Development Bank Group. Dear guests and colleagues, today is a happy and historic day. It is indeed a special honor to witness the signing ceremony between the Government of Malaysia and the Islamic Development Bank of the Memorandum of Understanding and Supplementary Agreement for the transformation of ISDB Regional Office in Kuala Lumpur into a center of excellence for promoting cooperation on Islamic finance, halal initiatives and ecosystem, science, technology and innovation, reverse linkage and resource mobilization. I would like to express sincere thanks and profound gratitude to His Excellency the Minister of Finance and His Excellency the President of ISDB for accepting to place this ceremony under their patronage and for taking time out of their busy schedule to honor us today. Your Excellency's direct and continuous support has been and will be the guiding force in the creation and the activities of the Center of Excellence as a cooperation platform for exchange of comprehensive development solutions in key priority areas between ISDB member countries and globally. Alhamdulillah, the Center today is well positioned to deliver its mandate, and we are confident that the Center will meet expectations of its target beneficiaries in line with Your Excellency's vision for strengthened cooperation between ISDB member countries. The signing ceremony today is the culmination of a comprehensive joint efforts by various departments and entities in ISDB Group and many public and private institutions in Malaysia and in other member countries. The time, unfortunately, will not be sufficient and words will not be enough to mention and thank all who supported and contributed to the success of this process and also who helped in organizing today's event. But allow me to express my great appreciation to our counterpart colleagues in the Ministry of Finance, the International Division and the Minister's Office for the excellent cooperation with the COE team and continuous support to the activities of the Center and the organization of this event. I would also like to recognize the commitment and the dedication of all my colleagues in the Center of Excellence and thank them for their hard work and efforts to overcome the difficulties that are usually associated with the foundation of a new center and compounded last year by the challenges resulting from the COVID-19. Finally, my sincere appreciation goes also to Dr. Hayat Sindi, Senior Advisor to the ISDB President for Science and Technology and Innovation, for her kind support for the center, particularly in the development of its e-gateway platform, which she will kindly present and announce its going live at the conclusion of the ceremony. Now, I have the honor and the pleasure to pass the floor to His Excellency Tengku Datuk Seri Utama Zafrul bin Tengku Abdul Aziz, the Minister of Finance and ISDB Governor for Malaysia, to give his keynote address. Please, Excellency.
Thank you. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. His Excellency Dr. Bandar Hajar, the President of Islamic Development Bank, Yang Berbahagia Dato' Asri Hamidon, the Secretary General of Treasury, Malaysia, who is also the alternate governor of Malaysia, Excellencies, governors of the Islamic Development Bank, distinguished officials from the government of Malaysia and representatives of ministries and agencies, representatives from the Islamic Development Bank Group, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. So very warm welcome to all of who have joined us from across the globe virtually today. I'm grateful to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala for the opportunity to be part of this historical official signing ceremony of the Memorandum of Understanding, as well as supplementary agreement between the government of Malaysia and the Islamic Development Bank. I would like to thank all those involved for their hard work in making this a reality and for organizing this virtual signing ceremony today. Ideally, this ceremony would have taken place physically, and we would have had the opportunity to meet face to face. However, as you know, the world had to adjust very quickly to the challenges that came upon it in light of the COVID-19 pandemic. Your Excellency, President Dr. Bandar Hajar, I would also like to congratulate Your Excellency on the President's 5-year program, P5P, and encapsulating the vision to transform Islamic Development Bank to reflect the evolving needs of member countries. I commend the Islamic Development Bank Group's response to the COVID-19 crisis by approving $2.3 billion for the ISDB Strategic Preparedness and Response Package to prevent, contain, mitigate, and recover from the impact of the pandemic through a 3R approach, i.e. respond, restore, and restart. We thank the bank for the offer to support Malaysia's recovery through initiatives and tools under this program. Ladies and gentlemen, Malaysia and the Islamic Development Bank share a long history. As one of the founding members, Alhamdulillah, we have had a mutually supportive and healthy partnership with the bank since the 1970s. Malaysia remains committed to working closely with the bank in the development of the country's economy towards achieving inclusive and sustainable development. We are proud of this cooperation and hope to build further on this commitment between both parties. Islamic Development Bank's presence here in Malaysia began in May 1994, when the government of Malaysia and the bank inked an agreement to set up the regional office in Kuala Lumpur. The regional office facilitates operations and management of the bank's portfolio and is also bank's operating office for delivery of programs and activities in the region. Official operations of the bank in Kuala Lumpur began in September 1995, which means it has been here for almost 26 years. Over the last decade, our cooperation has strengthened through several initiatives, including the Member Country Partnership Strategy Framework, as well as the Memorandum of Understanding concerning cooperation in Islamic finance, reverse linkage, resource mobilization, and the halal industry. Among the notable successes are, firstly, the Malaysian Agriculture Research and Development Institute, the collaboration with the bank in building the capacity of rice production in Suriname and also Guyana. Secondly, supporting the joint publication by the Ministers of Religious Affairs of Malaysia, Brunei, Indonesia, and Singapore or we call MABIBs, entitled MABIBs, Harmonization of Halal Standards, or strengthening the halal industry, which identified commodities of halal standards among the 4 countries. And thirdly, MATRADE's collaboration with the Ministry of Finance and the bank in publishing a comprehensive directory known as Mapping Malaysia's Resource Centers, which lists information on Malaysian organizations comprising government agencies, private institutions and companies to provide capacity development solutions to Islamic Development Bank member countries. Prior to this, we had focused on 4 pillars of cooperation, namely Islamic finance, halal industry, reverse linkage, and resource mobilization. The transformation of the regional office into a center of excellence sees the addition of the science, technology, and innovation pillar, as well as a more comprehensive halal pillar, which now involves halal initiatives and ecosystem. This marks a new chapter in our relationship with the Islamic Development Bank, allowing us to further strengthen our strategic partnership for development. It is our mutual vision for the Center of Excellence to be a gateway between Malaysia and member countries in exchanging information, particularly in these 5 identified areas. I would like to take this opportunity to express my appreciation to the bank and the bank's team for the work put in to transform the regional office into the Islamic Development Bank Center of Excellence. Today, we witness the culmination of our efforts with this signing ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, my hope is that the Center of Excellence will mutually benefit Malaysia, the bank, and other member countries. I am confident that the bank's local presence, combined with its international experience and expertise, will bring about countless benefits to all member countries. On our part, we are humbly aware that Malaysia is a reference for many Islamic Development Bank member countries and non-member countries. Malaysia's development experience, economic diversification, and transformation from a low-income to upper-middle-income society have piqued the interest of a number of developing member countries. So the Center of Excellence can play a critical role in facilitating the exchange of value between Malaysia and other member countries, particularly in the 5 identified areas. So allow me to touch a bit on some of these key areas. Firstly, on Islamic finance. Core Islamic principles that promote inclusivity, equity, property rights, and ethics are very much in line with the United Nations SDG 2030, the Sustainable Development Goals, and can be emulated by many. Malaysia's Islamic finance has transitioned from relative obscurity to being on par with conventional finance and is well recognized internationally. According to the Malaysia International Islamic Finance Center, Malaysia is leading globally with the largest sukuk market in 2020, in addition to being acknowledged as the biggest market in Islamic finance within the region by Moody's. With our deep experience, we look forward to share our knowledge and experience with member countries and vice versa, with the Center of Excellence playing a key role in this area. I also understand that the Center of Excellence is in the midst of working on a concept note on green sukuk facility, and I look forward to see this concept note. Secondly, halal initiatives and ecosystem. Under Malaysia's Shared Prospective Vision 2030, it was highlighted that the halal market is worth $3 trillion. The halal industry covers not only food-related products, but also pharmaceutical, cosmetics, self-care, and health items, as well as sectors such as travel, media, and recreation, amongst others. On this, we look forward to working together with member countries through the Center of Excellence to develop and promote the halal industry. And lastly, on science, technology, and innovation. I'm aware, the science, technology, innovation, or STI, is at the heart of the bank's growth strategy, and a lot has been invested in this sector. As proven by the Engage platform and the Transform Fund programs. The addition of the STI pillar is very much welcomed by our ministries and agencies, as it is in line with the national policy of science, technology, and innovation by the Malaysian Science, Technology, Innovation and Economy Framework, the government's agenda through the Digital Economy Council, and the Fourth Industrial Revolution, as well as the Islamic Digital Economy MIA initiative. It is timely addition. This timely addition is in tandem with the national initiative to have SDI as a foundation towards developing new and sustainable technology to meet the people's need, as well as in addressing the global issues, including health and climate change. It is reflective of the bank's confidence in Malaysia's capabilities in the area of SDI, particularly in local startup industries and venture capitals. Recently, Malaysia has emerged as one of the world's leading Islamic financial technology hubs that houses various Islamic fintech startups. This cooperation will also facilitate the sharing of expertise and experience among member countries in line with the Center of Excellence new pillar and also the United Nations SDG. Ladies and gentlemen, the COVID-19 pandemic has been global and pervasively disruptive, sparing no sectors. It has impacted and altered the norms of all business sectors. It has also forced us to rethink on how we do business, as well as how we manage fiscal and economic policies to balance saving lives and livelihoods, which also, while also at the same time trying to achieve national development goals. Malaysia eagerly looks forward to drawing on the bank's global knowledge and expertise to help Malaysia brave the COVID-19 storm and get back on track towards being a high-income country. The intensity and speed of change triggered by the pandemic have challenges to rethink and re-strategize on building a more resilient economy that is able to effectively respond to the new norm and future global changes. In this regard, the COE has materialized at an opportune time to deliberate on COVID-induced global volatility and craft appropriate policy options to manage an uncertain future, while consciously shaping a more sustainable and inclusive development for the country. While this is a challenging endeavor, I'm confident that together we will be able to rise up to the challenge. Malaysia looks forward to working closely and collaborating with the bank on this front. The participation of the respective ministries and agencies throughout this journey bears testimony to our commitment. As I have mentioned, we are at an unprecedented point in global history. We can respond by endlessly analyzing the negatives or by seizing the opportunities to create a more stable and better tomorrow. Therefore, I would like to encourage those with us today to engage and participate actively in the programs that will be organized by the Center of Excellence. Let's work together to achieve concrete outcomes through the COE, Center of Excellence, and to benefit the Ummah as a whole. Last but not least, my appreciation to the officials from the bank and the respective Malaysian government agencies for their tireless efforts in successfully transforming the regional office of Kuala Lumpur into a center of excellence. Thank you. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Thank you, Excellency, the Minister of Finance and the ISDB Governor, for your inspiring statement and encouraging words. And now I have the honor to ask His Excellency Dr. Bandar Hajjar, President of the Islamic Development Bank, to address our ceremony. Please, Your Excellency.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, wa salatu wa salam ala Sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Excellency Tenkoku Datuk Seri Otama Zafrul bin Tenko Abdul Aziz, the Minister of Finance, ISDB Governor for Malaysia, Excellencies, distinguished guests, brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. On behalf of the Islamic Development Bank Group, I would like to welcome all of you to the launch of the ISDB Center of Excellence in Kuala Lumpur, a joint initiative between the ISDB and the Malaysian government that marks a historic milestone in our well-established relationship. First, allow me to commend the Malaysian government for the extraordinary efforts in battling the unprecedented health, social, and economic financial challenges posed by COVID-19 pandemic through proactive health measures and the deployment of several effective responses and stimulus programs. Malaysia has proved once again that it is a resilient economy supported by strong public institutions and highly diverse and strong private sector can bounce back from the most challenging crises. The proactive, comprehensive 6 Rs, resolve, resilience, restart, recovery, isolate, reform, COVID-19 response program has notably helped Malaysian mitigate the pandemic's social and economic negative impact, putting the country back on the growth trajectory past recovery. Malaysians leveraging local innovations and technologies to strengthen the health system capacity is exemplary and captures many IsDB member countries' interest. I take this opportunity to express my sincere appreciation to the senior officials of Malaysian health and technology sector, particularly His Excellency Khairi Jamaluddin, Minister of Science and Technology and Innovation, His Excellency Adam bin Baba, Minister of Health, and Her Excellency Tan Sri Dr. Jamila Mahmood, Special Advisor to the Prime Minister of Malaysia on Public Health, for sharing the Malaysian experience in mobilizing local innovation and technology to protect public health in the following webinar on the role of local development, innovation, and technology transfer in strengthening the health industry in IsDB member countries. Distinguished guests, in response to COVID-19 pandemic, IsDB group has implemented its $2.3 billion strategic preparedness and response program, revising respond, restore, and restart track over the short, medium, and long terms. 3 weeks into the outbreak of the COVID-19 pandemic, the IsDB group had held extensive meeting with 42 IsDB governors to understand the country's need and provide rapid response accordingly. To ensure transparency and governance, the IsDB has established a blockchain-based country platform to speed up approvals, disbursement, and follow-ups. All partners have been able to use the platform, and we were able to mobilize resources through this platform, including $10 billion from the Arab Coordination Group. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, as a founding member and great supporter of the IsDB group throughout its development journey, Malaysia has a long-standing cooperation with the bank through public-private partnership project, education and scholarship programs, capacity building initiatives under technical cooperation and reverse linkage. Milestone reverse linkage operations with Malaysia have benefited several IsDB member countries. For example, the Malaysian Agriculture Research and Development Institute corporation collaborated with IsDB to build rice production capacity in Suriname and Guyana. Malaysia private sector companies have also pledged support to fund projects related to health industry, technical, vocational education, training, and supporting the bank COVID-19 program. Under the IsDB President 5 Years program, the bank has transformed into a global development platform orchestrating supply and demand in development and triggering the creation of markets that work for development sustainably without causing debt problems. To implement this forward-looking program, the IsDB has rolled out several strategic initiatives, including the relaunch of the member countries' strategic partnership MCPs based on the fourth industrial revolution notion, the establishment of economic empowerment program, the creation of $500 million transform fund to invest in early stage innovative ideas, and setting up Center of Excellence in Kuala Lumpur and Dubai to provide comprehensive ecosystem development solutions for priority sectors in our member countries. Excellencies, distinguished guests, I take this opportunity to extend our gratitude to the government of Malaysia for cementing our relationships through transforming the IsDB regional office in Kuala Lumpur into a center of excellence. The center serves as a gateway between Malaysia and other IsDB member states, facilitating a win-win exchange of comprehensive development solutions, including expertise, technology, tools, and investment in 5 high-impact economic areas: STI, Islamic finance, halal industry, reverse linkage, and resource mobilization. The transformation of the IsDB regional office at Kuala Lumpur into Center of Excellence is in line with the IsDB new strategic direction. It is also in line with Malaysians' expectations based on the comprehensive consultation with the public, private, and third sector partners in the country over the past 2 years. On the one hand, the center supports the creation and expansion of markets in IsDB member countries, significantly contributing to their development. And on the other hand, the center would open markets for Malaysian public and private sectors to expand in prepared markets with necessary element of functioning ecosystem. Since early 2020, the center has been highly active in engaging with several relevant partners in Malaysia to identify and implement impactful initiatives aligned with beneficiaries, country demands, and the Malaysian partners' expectations, and the IsDB new development model. Initiatives under implementation include halal ecosystem development in CIS member countries, replication of Tabung Hajj model in other member countries, facilitating the exchange of Malaysian experience in supporting SMEs during the post-COVID-19 crisis, and supporting Awqaf sector development in Malaysia through establishing Awqaf Property Investment Fund in partnership with Malaysian Development Bank. The Center of Excellence has developed its 2021 and 2023 medium-term business plan, organizational structure, and the 2021 action plan with the launch of flagship program, including the Islamic Finance Promotion Program, the Halal Industry Growth Program, and the STI Acceleration Program. And the center aspires to contribute to the economic recovery of member countries by enhancing financial inclusion, contributing to expanding halal markets and trade, and supporting member countries' transition to digital economies. The center works in synergy with the IsDB regional hubs and affiliate entities, notably the Islamic Corporation for Development of Private Sector, ICD. Its business model is harmony with the IsDB Center of Excellence in Dubai and Al Madina Al Munawwara to maximize the three centers' research and overall impact. Additionally, the Center of Excellence in Kuala Lumpur aims to be financially sustainable by providing market expansion services and finance access to private and third sector. It is worth mentioning that in an effort to scale up its outreach and impact, the center has developed a digital platform known as IsDB Center of Excellence e-Gateway as a matchmaking platform connecting the supply and demand across the spectrum of the center's focus areas. It will facilitate the exchange of policies and regulations, transforming knowledge, expertise, tools, and practices, and identifying investment opportunities. I am pleased to announce the e-Gate launch during this inauguration ceremony. On that note, I would like to urge the relevant public, private, and third sector across the IsDB member countries to engage with the Center of Excellence in Kuala Lumpur and benefit from its various programs, tools, and network. I reiterate my sincere appreciation to the Malaysian government and His Excellency the IsDB Governor for Malaysia for the unwavering support to the IsDB. I also thank the Minister of Finance and its International Division team for the excellent cooperation and commitment that we highly value and count on to make the Kuala Lumpur Center of Excellence an outstanding, successful example to other member countries and the rest of the world. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Thank you, Excellency, for your insightful address and encouraging and supporting words. Your Excellency, IsDB Governor, Minister of Finance, Your Excellency, Alternate Governor Dato Asri, and Your Excellency, Dr. Bandar Hajjar. Before proceeding to the signing of the MOU and supplementary agreement, we would like, with your permission, to project a short video on the IsDB Center of Excellence. Thank you.
Introducing the Islamic Development Bank's Center of Excellence in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. A collaboration between IsDB and Malaysia for the benefit of all IsDB member countries. The IsDB Center of Excellence in Kuala Lumpur supports the expansion of Islamic finance, halal industry, and science, technology, and innovation across IsDB member countries and globally by leveraging reverse linkage and resources mobilization to capitalize on the expertise and resources of member countries. Moreover, the Center of Excellence provides 1. Comprehensive ecosystem development solutions. 2. Value chain integration. 3. Investments and business matchmaking. 4. Access to finance, and ultimately supports the expansion of markets that work for development, capitalizing on the advancement of Malaysia in Islamic finance, halal and SDI, and building on IsDB capabilities and global networks. The Center facilitates the exchange of comprehensive development solutions, including know-how, technology, tools, and investments between Malaysia and other member countries, while ensuring a win-win approach. 5 flagship programs launched by the Center of Excellence to be implemented during 2021 to 2023. 1. The Islamic Finance Promotion Program. 2. Halal Industry Growth Program. 3. SDI Acceleration Program. 4. 2 support programs for reverse linkage and resources mobilization. Several strategic initiatives are under implementation, including the Islamic Finance Ecosystem Development Support, the establishment of Orcaf Properties Investment Fund in Malaysia, the scale-up of Islamic FinTech and social finance solutions, Hajj Funds Development Support, Halal Ecosystem Development, supporting the development and production of halal vaccine, the scale-up of drones and agriculture technologies, and the launch of the e-Gateway as a virtual matchmaking platform between solutions providers and seekers in the centre's focus areas. To know more, engage with the IsDB Centre of Excellence in Kuala Lumpur.
Thank you very much, colleagues. And now, Your Excellency, the Minister of Finance and His Excellency the ISDB President can proceed to the signing of the MOU and supplementary agreement.
Bismillah.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
If we are ready, we can show up. Thank you.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you, Your Excellencies, for signing the MOU and the supplementary agreement for the establishment of ISDB Center of Excellence in Kuala Lumpur. It is indeed a great honor to witness the signing of these important documents, especially for me, because I'm very passionate about the center. As you know, science, technology, and innovation is a key pillar and a main focus area for the Center of Excellence. And we are committed to support and empower the Center of Excellence to become, as indicated in the MOU, a reference science, technology, and innovation center for networking, connectivity with local and regional startups, venture capitals, NGOs, and relevant governmental bodies. For this purpose, the Science, Technology, Innovation Department worked together with the Center of Excellence to develop a website and a digital platform called e-Gateway, bringing together all the stakeholders comprising solution providers, solution seekers, investors, and inventees in one community, using the power and the benefit of the ISDB Engage platform, which is one-of-a-kind online hub creating an ecosystem of innovation to all stakeholders globally. With your permission, now I would like to present to you a video on the e-Gateway platform, which will give you an idea on the added value for the various categories of the users and beneficiaries.
Welcome to the ISDB Centre of Excellence e-Gateway. Here, the portal provides information on solutions facilitated by the Centre, initiatives being undertaken, latest news, and information on the Centre's strategic partners. The Centre of Excellence e-Gateway is a matchmaking platform designed specifically to support businesses and provide effective development solutions. It does this by matchmaking solution seekers with solution providers and investees with investors. The platform will provide global market expansion to 57 ISDB member countries, as well as investment opportunities. In the e-Gateway platform, users will be able to register and create profiles based on their needs, whether they're a solution provider, solution seeker, investee, investor, or donor, and enjoy the benefits provided on the portal. Registering as a solution provider will enable the user to showcase their development solutions and gain market access to 57 ISDB member countries, while expanding their network globally. Solution seekers may explore the best practices, effective development solutions, and get connected with experienced institutions that can share their expertise to support the solution seeker's business. A registered investee will have the opportunity to pitch their project to attract potential investors for funding and investment. An investor will find opportunities to invest in promising projects showcased on the platform that require funding or investment. A registered donor will have the opportunity to collaborate with the ISDB in funding humanitarian projects and other development program initiatives led by the ISDB globally. Upon successful registration, a user will have their own space in the platform and may start developing networks with other users within the e-Gateway community. Get in touch with the ISDB Center of Excellence today.
Your Excellency, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your kind attention. It is now a great pleasure for me to announce that ISDB Center of Excellence e-Gateway platform will now go live at this address, www.isdb-egateway.org. Now the Center of Excellence has been officially launched and its gateway has gone live. The center is ready to provide its services to ISDB member countries and globally. We encourage the relevant stakeholders, especially the private sector in Malaysia and other ISDB member countries, to engage with the center and benefit from its services. Finally, I would like to reiterate our sincere appreciation to His Excellency Tengku Datuk Seri Utama Zafrul bin Tengku Abdulaziz, Minister of Finance, Malaysia, and ISDB Governor, for the continued support and for honoring us today. And a special thanks to His Excellency Dr. Bandar Hajjar, to the President of Islamic Development Bank, for placing high priority and support to ensure the success of the center. We thank all the participants who joined us today, particularly the partner public and private agencies from Malaysia and from other ISDB member countries, and we look forward to more engagement in the near future. Now, Alawi, we would love to take a group picture, so please log in. Okay, thank you very much, and assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Alaikum salam. Thank you.
Thank you, Excellency. Very appreciate. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you, Excellency, for your time. Thank you so much. Thanks, everyone.
شكرا معالي الرئيس.
Thank you.
شكرا على دعمكم. شكرا جزيلا.
Well done, Abida. Congratulations.
شكرا دكتورة. شكرا. بارك الله فيك دكتورة. شكرا أخو الكل من ساعد. شكرا.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you. السلام عليكم ورحمة
الله وبركاته.
السلام عليكم.